Clemson Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Miami's head coach told me before the game he is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season and saying, we want to be great in these areas, and now you're starting to see it, starting to pile up some conference wins. Now, Jesse, getting to the middle of the season, and you got to continue to evolve, right, and be ready for some of these rivalries.
No doubt about it. I think they also like the fact that they've got some guys stepping up and making plays consistently. It's one thing to do it off in non-conference play against weaker competition early in the year, but now that you're into the meat of your ACC schedule, they've got guys on both sides of the ball that they can count on week in, week out.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. He's got an open man. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Guys, let's look big picture Miami. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on it if they can stop them on 3rd down. Throwing, Mensah finds his man. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
I love the 3rd down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on 3rd down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up and make that tackle, and that's exactly what he did.
On the snap, it's Fletcher. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
They'll give it to Johnson. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Reynolds. And that one's incomplete. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Rides to the back. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Oh, they're after him. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Hurricanes will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Hauls it in and looking upfield. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Got it behind the line. It's Brown. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Running inside, it's Johnson. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. This Tiger running game starting to show some juice, sort of a C.J. Spiller type of feel.
Yeah, and it doesn't always hit you early. It doesn't always hit you on the first possession, but I do think they've done a good job over the years, Clemson, with sticking with the run game, creating that balance, trying to get those 1st downs, and trying to create some tempo against your defense.
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field, and look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
Looking downfield, it's Reynolds. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got room on the return.
Well, it's 3rd and long. They're Throw beyond the sticks to get the first down. What a great job by the defender that time, breaking on the ball, snagging it out of the air, and securing that interception.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
The run inside. It's Fletcher. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. On the ground, it's Davidson. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Reynolds. Shoots it to the left. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. On the direct snap, it's Fletcher. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. Mensah. Got it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Miami, 10, Clemson, 0.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Turning it on! He's at the 40. At the 20. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll bring it out. It's Pringle. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the catch. It's Gilbert. Still running at the 40. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Love the play design there offensively. You got 3 tight ends out on the field, and I think everybody on defense is expecting runs. So what do? You go play action. You suck those linebackers and those safeties up, and they're able to sneak a linebacker behind them into the...
Got a little grass. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here. When you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. This guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's got it again. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Makes a catch. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. No good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss.
And that hurts missing that field goal, especially when you're going up against a defense like this. One of the best in the entire country. You have got to be able to come away with points when you have opportunities.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Here comes the heat. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davidson. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the 2nd level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Dropping back, it's Reynolds. He hurls one deep down the left side. A 50-50 ball, and he just out-fought the defender and made the catch.
And this offense chooses aggressiveness, man. 3rd down and short, a lot of people think run, be physical. I got 4 downs. They say no, bro. I know your defense is going to be aggressive. I might get a look I want to get. They got the look. Throw the bomb down the field and make the big play.
Well, the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. using the back as a receiver on the screen. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Into the house. Touchdown, Tigers. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Coming out with it, it's Pringle. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one as return is stopped short of the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Here's Mensah to throw. Unloads to the wideout. With the catch, it's Vaughn. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. On first down, here comes this offense. Running inside, it's Fletcher. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Vaughn. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the ground with the counter. There's a little room there. All the way. Touchdown, Miami.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. The give on the option. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Throws to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
I like the aggressive play call there on offense. You're taking a shot on 3rd and short, and maybe what you're thinking is, even if this is incomplete, we're going to stay on the field and we're going to go for it on 4th. But really nice route.
Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Clemson now operating in the red zone. They'll give it to him again. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Back to throw, it's Reynolds. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Touchdown, Tiger! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Second down, they'll go to the air. That's reeled in. It's Lofton. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. He's got him. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. The Canes will go ahead and call that second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Throwing, Mensah. Here's the pressure. Complete to the right. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on first down. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Mensah bringing the heat, and he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. We are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with the Texas A&M Aggies taking on the Arkansas Razorbacks. And it's the Aggies in front on the scoreboard and atop their conference standings. And it's hardly too early to dream big. This team is closing in on a 6-0 start. Could be a special season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
They'll open this third quarter with a run. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead. Well, you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to...
All out of space. He's at the 20. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Pringle. Slips through the line. Got a little room. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Canes. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards for the kickoff return. Nice job taking that to the end zone, making a huge play.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Looking for a crease. It's Davidson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Scanning the field, it's Reynolds. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. This offense has it with really good field position. The run inside. It's Fletcher. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Fletcher. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. He's got the tight end. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. They send the tight end in motion. In the red area, it's Fletcher. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback keep. Finding some room. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. And the Hurricanes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. They'll try to add another to their lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw, it's Reynolds. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in, it's Moore. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. The Tigers come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davidson. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. The handoff to Johnson. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Got the back over the middle. They'll bring him down just outside the 25 at the 26, certainly well within field goal range, but let's see if they choose to go for it here. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Maybe a crease. Got enough space. Touchdown, Tigers. They are lining up the scoreboard. Every touchdown has an answer, it seems. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
On the move from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. And on that kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. That is the senior linebacker who's been shaken up. Holly Rowe will give us an update on his condition. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Here's Mensah to throw. On target. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Vaughn. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside of wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots. And that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now. And he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
They go back to work in the final period of this one. Running inside. It's Fletcher. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Using his legs, it's Fletcher. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, the defense had the perfect play call on there. Offense trying to go toss into the boundary, but the defense dialed up the corner blitz. Perfect play for the perfect moment. They get the tackle for loss.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Quick strike complete. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. The Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Fletcher. Got enough for the first. Maybe some room here. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Pulls it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He's got it on the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's good! Tie ball game here in the fourth.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. And as they say, it's a brand new ball game. That field goal tied it up. There he goes. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. A quick break in the action here as they tend to the injured Hurricane. That is the senior linebacker who's been shaken up. Holly Rowe will give us an update on his condition. Looking to throw, it's Reynolds. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Makes the grab. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver working the curl route. Receiver got his depth, and he fought back to the football, helping make that completion a whole lot easier.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Takes the handoff. It's Davidson. Could be an alley. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And the Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Trying to run, it's Davidson.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the bill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Clemson will come to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And in a 2-minute situation like this late in the game, the offense looking to throw the football. They're trying to make it look like pass before going with the draw, but the defense wasn't fooled. Really nice job communicating and staying alert before making that stop.
Fires quickly. Touchdown, Tigers! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
He'll bring it out. It's Lyle. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
So Miami signals for a timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Throwing, Mensah. They've got the screen set up. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the... Let's see what the official says. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the first down, stops the clock, and has them on the move trying to get the late score. The Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. Mensah. Here's a heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. It's complete to the left. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Fires toward the end zone. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense. And I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
Here's Mensa to throw. Looking for the end zone. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the fourth quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Get it out on the screen. No more room to run as this defense rises up on 3rd down, and now it's 4th down from the 22. Got to have a touchdown right here, and this will be the final play of regulation. Got to have it here on 4th down. Deep shot for the end zone. Last chance, and he's got it. He's got it for the touchdown, and they can send it to overtime with the kick, or do they dare try to win it here?
Man, you did the hard part. What a drive, putting points together, getting 6. Now, what are you going to do? Decision time. Do you want to go for the win right now, go for the 2-point conversion, or kick this thing and go into overtime with seconds running down on the clock?
And they'll go for 2 to try to win it right here, and this crowd is deafening, trying to will the stop. Here's Darian Mensa to throw. It's incomplete. The try for 2 is no good, and this game is over. The big gamble does not pay off. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in, because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.